Pisces, welcome to your October 2022 general tarot reading. It's right here, I think, because this jumped out. I'm going to use this one. Wow, first three cards are Major Arcana cards. That's pretty amazing. Okay. The heart of the matter is the World card, wrapping things up. So there can be some situation that feels like it's finally over, the end of an era. Oh, well, Jupiter's going back in your sign. So I don't know if that would have anything to do with anything. But yeah, so whatever this might mean for you, there might be this sense of finality. And it doesn't have to be anything bad. You might be breathing a sigh of relief. And you may be ready to move on from a certain phase. Maybe you're literally graduating. This can be she's holding diplomas, I guess, and not batons as I initially thought. And yeah, this is graduation day. In that cosmic school of life, right? That we're all living through and dealing with. So let's see here. In the past position, the Justice card. Well, yeah, another thing to note here is that the Justice card could be like a literal legal decision that has been rendered, and then that ends a certain thing. So what I think of in terms of your astrological situation is maybe like a divorce, because the 7th house is activated. Your opposite sign is Virgo, and Mercury goes direct in Virgo on the 2nd of October. So it went from the 8th to the 7th houses, this Mercury retrograde, and now it's going direct. And so some kind of resolution, maybe of a legal nature, maybe having to sign that divorce decree or what have you. And it feels like even if you had a hellacious relationship, it can still feel sad in the sense that something is really over with. You can feel that finality. But on the other hand, it might feel kind of nice. It might feel that you're no longer having to deal with this situation anymore. So it could be, life is not 100% one way or the other. So for some people, they may be having misgivings, and other people, they might be celebrating. The higher message is the Hermit card, and this card is actually connected to Virgo, believe it or not. The Hermit reminds me of the house that you rule, the 12th house, which is about solitude and contemplation. So, as the higher message, it might be asking of you, are you going to give yourself enough time? If this is like a divorce or some situation, let's say it's an inheritance, a will issue that gets resolved, but that you're still having to deal with the death of this person close to you, are you going to give yourself time to integrate all of the changes or experiences that you had, or are you going to just move on? Because the Hermit might be spending time alone is beneficial. That's how you really hear your inner voice, and that might be very important for you at this time for some reason. What crosses you is the Queen of Swords. One of the things I mean, I'm not even going to read this as a challenge position. Well, I mean, if I read this as a challenge position, it could be that some Pisces people are not handling something very well and they're becoming very unkind in their speech. The queen represents the water element, but with swords, it can be that cutting type of, sarcasm or criticism because it's masking grief. But I think really in the upright position, even, there can be the situation where a person has been through certain things emotionally and they really feel like the best thing they can do is to kind of put their mental side ahead of everything else because they feel like that is the most important thing for them. And the problem with that is that it kind of denies what they're feeling. And you really want to get in touch with what you're feeling when you're in that state because that's how heal. If you don't do that, if you kind of act like you're not affected by something, um, down the road, it could have repercussions because you may just one day, I, I think of that scene in Good Times where Florida breaks the matriarch, breaks the dish or the bowl. She's, her husband died unexpectedly, and then she just like says, "Damn, damn, damn," And I mean, it's not really funny, but it was a very dramatic moment. But they kind of made it into a meme and all that. Um, but yeah, that kind of thing where you try, and I think sometimes water signs do that because they are so sensitive. They want to act like they have everything under control rather than really diving deep into their sorrow and seeing how they can come out the other side without feeling like they're destroyed. What's coming in is the Ace of Swords. This is a card of gaining mental clarity so you can move forward in your life. And really, when I get this card for Pisces, I always think of denial because I think Pisces has a tendency to put on those rose-colored glasses and to live in an alternative universe because where you live, it's full of fairies and unicorns and pixie dust, right? And this world is too harsh to actually take seriously and actually, believe the reality of. And hey, I don't blame you for thinking like that. But when you do think in a more imaginative way, the problem is that it doesn't necessarily deal with how other people are acting. Sometimes other people are not being straightforward. And I think like the person who gets deceived, um, they're part of that dance with the person who's the con artist, the person who's the liar, because they're willing to believe things that they should never believe that are ludicrous. And the reason that they are doing so is because they don't want to have to really face the truth about something, because when you face the truth about something, then you have to act. The Ace of Swords, aces are beginnings, so it's like you're compelled to act. You're okay with acting because you know that you're going in the right direction now. You have that clarity. And the outcome is the King of Pentacles. I think of the person who's on top of their game in a material sense. Now, of course, this could be someone else that you're consulting. Maybe it's a business guru or a financial planner, but or a father who gives advice about money or actually gives out the goods. Maybe this is somebody who has passed and you are, um, you know, benefiting from their generosity. The earth element, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But the point is that this can be a time of great organization for you to move forward. Like, what do you want to do? Now that you've ended something, what do you want to begin? And how do you want to go about doing it in a way that is very methodical and, practical? Not kind of like, how sometimes people who are very artistic, spiritual, they tend to be very scattered and therefore ungrounded. This is like the opposite of that, but you're not losing that humanity. You're not losing your spiritual side. You're just gaining the more practical side to life so that you can ground your dreams into reality. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that this resonated. If you'd like a personal reading, I'm primarily an astrologer. I have some deals going on. Please check out my website. I'm at rainandmoonastrology.com. The link is below. Take care. Bye.